All right, guys, how to install an amp kit inside your Wrangler or Gladiator or whatnot, the JL, JTs. Uh, Fairly easy install. I was surprised at how easy it was. So let me walk you through some of this. Okay, so first thing is disconnect the battery terminals, positive, negative. Just be careful with that, right? Don't screw anything up. So when you run the wires, the negative, you usually just run it towards the back where the amp itself is. Just sand it down near a bolt, make sure you get all the paint off and then screw it back down. I used where the seat belts were, or inside the Gladiator where the jack is. That's a pretty good mounting point because I had to move mine. And I'll show you my amp in sub 2. It actually fit really well. I put a 6-inch JL in it. So right here you have power cable, right? And I also installed my light bar through that same routing, and I'll show you that. So this is for the light bar, but this one's for the amp kit. I just got a Crutchfield amp kit. It was pretty nice. It came with this fuse. I just mounted it to the, it's like a plastic, mounted to the firewall. Okay, and then I think most people have a little bit of anxiety about running it inside the cabin itself. I ran it around here. Just make sure you don't get near anything hot, right? There's a grommet right on the wall right there. You see it. It's very easy access. It's solid. I just put a 1-inch drill to it and cut it out. Probably fill it in later. It's not really good to have a gap in there. You might get bugs in the cabin, but I cut it out right there and I just stuck it in. And as soon as you stick it in, it pretty much goes to the wheel well. Let me see if I can get an image of that or show you. It's kind of dark in here. So yeah, there is the hole. You can even see it from here. So you can see the light coming in. There's the brake pedal, right? So a little bit in and up. See that? And then the accessory wire, I ran mine with the accessory. For some reason, it didn't pick up the speaker inputs very well. You just have to remove this piece, and this, you just stick something underneath it and you pull straight out. Really easy to get to. And then you pull this straight out as well. And then I just used a cigarette lighter and I ran the wire back down around here. And I ran all of this down the side right next to the seat. Super easy to do. I did notice that these are very unlike, door thing popped off, but these are unlike some of the cars I worked on before. So this is my first Jeep, and the way that these hang on is it pushes straight in. Most of the Japanese domestic or even German cars, they push down. These push in. So if you get stuck with that, that's how you get it tight again. And I got a car seat in here, so let me remove that and I'll show you exactly how the amp goes. All right, so got the car seat out, lifting it up. And you can see the JL 6.5 sub. It actually fits perfectly in here without the jack. And then I got an audio control, itty bitty amp right there. Just mounted it down with a couple screws. Super easy. And what I did was I got the line input from this speaker right here. I pulled it down. I was replacing it anyways. And I just tapped that and ran it down this side channel right here, all the way down. And there you see it coming out. And that's the input to the audio control. So this audio control had a high level input. Put it in there, adjusted it. I think the sub is rated at 150 RMS or something like that, so it's pretty low. And this audio control, it fit exactly that, so worked out pretty well. At first I tried the JL amp and it just didn't work nearly as well. There was some issues with it, but this is my third JL micro sub, and I've had them in my Sequoia and 4Runner, and they worked really well. So this was the only one I think that will fit inside this area. Otherwise, the 8-inch, I think it won't even fit can see there's barely any room right there to right there. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed it and it helped. Subscribe.